Yes, so Lagos, this is Lagos. So, guys, this protest, hey, don't take Nigerian youth for granted. Don't play with Nigerian youth. See what is happening. This is Lagos where they told us that nobody should come out. You can see Nigerians are not playing. Nigerian youths are not playing. We know they play. We know they play. So, guys, this is Lagos, and honestly, people are determined to come out to express their grievances, their dissatisfaction with this government of the day. Yes, this is Lagos. This is Lagos State. These are the people in Jos. This is Plateau State, and this is where Prophet Issa Ebuba is leading the protest. End bad governance in Nigeria. End bad governance. We deserve something better. We deserve something better. This is Plateau State. Nigerians have come out. Hey. Nigerians don't finish for hours. They said the protest will not hold. Some of them collected money. They collected 1.5 to say they don't want to protest. Now, this is Plateau State. This is Middle Belt. You can see people have come out. Enough of the excesses of this government. Enough of it. To support their family. Enough of the misrule of our politicians. This is Plateau State. This is Jos. This is Jos, led by Pastor Ole. Tinubu is now being called Ole. Nigerians, you see it. Everywhere is shaking. All Nigeria, please arise. Arise and fight for your right. Protest Nigerian youth. Protest Nigerian youth. Protest Nigerian elders. Protest Nigerian women. Protest Nigerian men. We are here to protest against bad governance. Yes, we have had enough. Enough is enough. Enough is the country enough. Is bleeding. All of us who are here today because we are patriotic. We are here today because we love our country deeply. We cannot allow this country to go down the drains. And so we have come out. I got here by 7 a.m. and I saw several persons as early as 7 a.m. here to protest. Some went down to the Peace Park, some came down here, but we all came here for a single reason, and that is to protest against bad governance. The bleeding is too much, the hunger is too much, the hardship is too much. Yet we have our politicians from the presidency to the National Assembly, to the state governors, to the members of the House of Assembly. We see them living large. Enough is enough. We cannot continue like this. We urge the governments at all levels, not just the federal government, we also urge the states at all levels to do something about the hardship in this country. A lot of Nigerians are not even able to afford 1 meal in a day. A lot of Nigerians are dying from simple or minor illnesses.
Yes.
A lot of Nigerians are dying from minor illnesses because they cannot afford to go to hospitals.
Yes,
This is unacceptable. Businesses are crumbling. Manufacturing sector is crumbling because we do not have constant electricity. We need to fix the electricity sector. In this 21st century, Nigeria must be able to boast of 24/7 electricity. Apart from electricity, we should be able to ensure that the education sector is properly addressed. We should be able to ensure we need to fix the electoral system.
This is Lagos. So guys, Nigerians are out on the street. No going back. A new Nigeria is possible. A new Nigeria is possible.
We organize ourselves because you gave us a chance to do so. And I'm appealing to you. Let us do that also today. And at the end of the day, all of us will be happy for.
Yes.
This country is of all of us.
Yeah.
All we want is progress. And we are fighting for you as well.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We will always fight for our life.
Yes, so
Solidarity forever.
Nigerians, it's time to take over your country.
Solidarity
At least Kenyans have shown us that it's possible. Kenyans have proven to other African countries that we can get back our country that has been stolen by our politicians. Yes, you see, this is Lagos. Nigerians are not playing. Emilokon in Lagos State, even when they were saying that people are not going to come out, you can see it. Nigerians are tired. They are tired of the excesses of this government. Nigerians are tired. Nigerians are tired. A great country. They brought it down.
Of the Electoral Act to ensure mandatory transmission of results from the polling units to IREF portal. Yes. We need mandatory collation of results from the IREF portal as opposed to having vice chancellors going from states all the way to Abuja just to collect.
So guys, I'm going to let you watch this video further. But for me, if I'm to say what should be our key demand, I mean, this electoral reform is very paramount. But guess what? There are fears that even if the electoral reforms are actually carried out, these politicians may not even obey it, when the time comes. You remember what INEC did now? In the middle of the road, INEC just told us they had a glitch and just tweaked everything. But this electoral reform is very key so that we will decide who becomes our leader. And when we make decisions, INEC will not be able to change it. Transmission should happen. Look at what happened in South Africa. Peter Obi commented on it. You see South African results being uploaded and people were seeing it. At the end of the day, nobody went to court. But if it's in Nigeria, they will even tell you to go to court before time.
Results. We need to fix our electoral system. Yes. We need to restore manufacturing. Yes. We need to boost manufacturing in the country so that Nigeria can become an exporting nation and we can become less dependent on imports. We need one more thing. We need to secure the nuts. We need to secure the nuts because they are the key to food security in Nigeria. And so we must secure the nuts. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu must ensure that the nuts is secured. He must ensure that farmers are able to go back to the farm to drive down the cost of food.
Yes, so this one is another powerful. The nuts must be secured. Nigerians say Sanwo-Olu ole, Tinubu ole. What's his name again? The Senate president. You know, there's this protest on the social media. If the Senate president his name should be included among the demands, you know, for him to be removed after coming out to say Nigerians should go and be protesting, that they will be eating, they will be enjoying at home eating. Nigerians should go and protest. And now Nigerians are saying one of their demands is going to be that Akpabio should be removed. So, guys, this country must be restored. Sanwo-Olu, Tinubu. Hey,
people are protesting now in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, and you've heard the sound of, is it gunshot or something like that? Just they keep blowing it now. And this is the situation. But with regard to the attack, one person is down. Wait. One person is down.
One person is down. Is this in regard to the protest?
Yes. One person.
Are they shooting at people?
Yes.
Umar, where are you at the moment? Can you give us update as to where you are at the moment?
Yes, right now I am at Bulunkutu area and Bulunkutu Kaswa area, and people are just running, shouting that they need improvement, and they need a lot of things from the government. And we are just hearing sounds of is it explosive or gunshot? I don't know. One person just they took him.
Umaru, I would need you to watch your back. Umaru, I would need you to watch your back and take cover right now. There are people behind you running. Umaru Kirawa, we're going to come back to you. We need you to take cover and find somewhere safe to give us your update.
This protest would have been avoided. Honestly, this protest would have been avoided if our politicians had done the right thing, if they had considered the youths, if they had considered the level of unemployment in Nigeria. I'm going to be sharing with you more of these clips because a whole lot is happening. Even in the north, in Kano State, people have come out with dangerous weapons. You know, these were some of the things that we told those that will be coming out to protest. Anyway, we don't know if these ones are from the government group. We know that Tinubu himself has been sponsoring his own supporters to come and counter the main protest that is all about end bad governance. So we don't know those of them that we saw carrying weapons where they are coming from. But I think this protest would have been avoided should we have a listening government. You know, we told them that buying presidential jets, buying this, flying across the country, wasting the little resources we have, it's not what Nigerians need at this moment. You remove fuel subsidy. You didn't put any cushioning effect to that. And that has led so many people into poverty and hunger. So you can see the reactions of Nigerians. People are reacting. People are angry. People are not finding it funny in Nigeria because of the hunger in the land. This is Lagos. And they are calling out Sanwo-Olu, calling out Tinubu, calling them Ole, because they never listen to their people. they never gave Nigerians better opportunities. Some people might be saying, oh, this didn't happen, this didn't start during the time of Tinubu. Yes, it didn't start, but it has worsened under his watch. He came in, he would have tried to like remedy the situation he met on ground, but guess what? He didn't do that. Instead, he went ahead to spend more of Nigerian people's money. So all these ones you are saying, that Lekki, many youths, Nigerian youths are on the street. This one, those of them that will tell you the protest will not go. The protest is happening across the country. Every part of Nigeria is involved in this
because you are talking about stuff our rights.
When leaders listen to ideas, right? So if you have governance, good governance, they should be able to listen to us. We just want the economy to be stable. People are hungry, people are dying, a lot of things are going wrong. Like so many things is not just working out. You understand? We need stability, we need lights, we need food, we need the price of things to just come down. You understand? People are dying every day. Do you understand? People are dying. You can see everybody's scared of coming out. I'm the only person that had to. I'm surprised I'm the only woman here. You understand? We're not coming to fight. We're just coming to beg for them to please. They should just do something. Why they deploying all these police officers for just peaceful protest? Meanwhile, Boko Haram are out there in the bushes killing people, and they've not deployed this kind of military. Look at everywhere. For what? For what? This is so wrong.
Nigerians, it's time to take back your country.
We are hungry. We are hungry.
End bad governance. End bad governance.
Oh my God. Even the protesters themselves,
it's still high in the country. Cost of fuel is still high. Cost of living is too much. The cost of living is too much. You tell us to enjoy, but you are enjoying. You want us to suffer for you, but you are enjoying. You don't show solidarity with us. You don't show solidarity with us. We want you to cut the cost of governance. We want you to put money into the economy for this to work. Enough is enough. Tourism is too much. People cannot go to their family north and in the middle belt. And that's where our food come from.
They must attend medical checkup in Nigeria. They have the right to invite their doctor from any part of the world within their power. We don't care. So that they can build, if you like, build your hospital standard there. A lot of them build hospital outside. A lot of them, they claim it's outside there. We have been developing other countries. It is time that they will assist us to develop our own country. Enough is enough. The game is over.
Kenya is a nice country. We're all still alive. Let's do the right thing. Let's do the right thing. We're hungry. Let's do the right thing. Hungry, are dying. What you want here is 8,000 naira. What you want here is hungry. We're tired. End them! End them! End bad government! End them! End them!
Every day, we are saying no, we are tired. We are tired. I want the whole world to witness what I'm saying today. That any politician who is not ready to change, he has to be sent out.
Yes.
He has to be sent out.
Mama, don't speak.
To say without fear. He has to be sent out. And again, the thing is, I love the police is calm. but there are some who are also not calm. The IG has to come on board. Whatever, the IG is in Nigeria. We are tired of where the politicians are taking us for granted. The police is taking Nigerians for granted. So we don't have peace anymore. And we are saying, no, it is not acceptable anymore. Are you going to accept it? No! That is it. Enough is enough.
Mama, don't speak. Oh, we are not going to accept it at all. We are not going to accept it in Nigeria. Things must change. Things must change. Enough of these politicians playing with the lives of Nigerians.
This get out of that bridge.
We organize. Let us do that also today. And at the end of the day, all of us will be happy for.
Yes.
This country is of all of us.
Yeah.
All want is progress. And we are fighting for you as well.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So, guys, this protest.
About 14 months you have been managing that subsidy. Where are the gains? No gains. Then we are becoming more poorer every day. Then can we continue like this? No. We want this country, we want to rescue this country from there. Yes. Few people cannot take us into hostage, into ransom. Yes. It's not done. Tinubu, we are sending this message to you. Do the needful. People are suffering. Nigerians are suffering. Then you must do something. You will be the first pro-democracy activist that will be the commander-in-chief. First pro-democracy activist. You are once a member of NADECO. During your NADECO era, you said a lot of things. You are now in the saddle now. Change the narrative for the better. That's what we are asking you to do. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with the tribe. My name is Akim Adeshino Lasisi.
Secondly, we give Mr. Tinubu.
The man has blown his name out. So, guys, one of the things I love about this protest is the fact that if you check, you see that these groups are mostly led by the Yorubas. But guess what? Tomorrow they will go to attack the Igbos. Why is it that the Tinubu's people, they keep doing things the wrong way? We all saw when Sowore was, tweeting about this protest. Guess who they went for? They went for Peter Obi. I'm really happy that at this point, many Yorubas are not in support of Tinubu's leadership. So that tells you that Emilokon was just a scam. He just used it to deceive them. Anyway, we know he didn't even win in Lagos. Neither did he win the election, if not that the judiciary and INEC did what they did. But I'm happy that people are not really saying, oh, because he's a man, we have to keep quiet. Most of the people that have come out to speak in this protest, they are mostly the Yorubas. People are tired of what we are seeing in this country. Enough of this maltreatment that we are getting from this government that don't even care about the well-being of the people. Enough of it. Nigerians cannot afford to continue this way. So this is Borno State. This is coming from Borno. That's where this reporter is reporting from, and you can see that everywhere in Nigeria, even in Kano, this is Lagos, everywhere in Nigeria, people are protesting. People are protesting. Enough of what Tinubu is doing. Enough of it. We really had enough. We really tolerated them enough, and that's why people are calling for this protest. Every Nigerian has to come out, especially the young Nigerians whose future has been mortgaged. You know, they've borrowed and borrowed and borrowed. Years to come, Nigerians have not finished paying the money that these our politicians have borrowed. Nigerians have not finished paying it. I don't know if you saw a report from Interpol. That report says that government money from Nigeria is being flown out every hour of the day. That's what Interpol said. Government money in Nigeria is being flown out of the country hourly. That was the language, hourly. So that tells you that these people, they've mortgaged the future of Nigerians, and that is why Nigerians must stand up to take over their country. Enough is enough. These are northerners. They themselves, you know, there is kwashiorkor in the north. There's malnutrition there. People can't even feed. Those of them that rely on farming, they can't go to their farms. They can't take care of their families. These are the youths in, I think this should be Kaduna. The Kano owners has gone, you know, violent somehow because the youths came out with dangerous weapons, and that we will not support, because we said it from the beginning that this protest is going to be a peaceful protest because we want to register our dissatisfaction on the way these politicians are running Nigeria, the way things are going in this country is wrong. So that's the essence of this protest, not to cause mayhem, not to cause any problem for the government or any business. So guys, but you can see the youths, look at the north, look at them, the young people that are there, they have a whole lot of them there in the north. And most of them are doing little to nothing.
Borrow and they steal and they hit our money and they put us in poverty. They put us in penury. We cannot take this anymore.
One of the biggest fear of this protest was violence, and we can see police try to support. What do you think?
Go back to the history of protests in this country. Instances where we had violence, where instances where they are being propelled by the government. The government is the number one criminals. The government are the ones that propelled violence. During NSAS, Lagos State government had to organize BLT buses for thugs. BLT buses for thugs. There are evidences. We are not law-breaking people.
You can see the anger being
and they
expressed.
steal and they hit our money and they put us in poverty. They put us in penury. We cannot take this anymore.
One of the biggest fear of this protest was violence, and we can see police try to support. What do you think?
Go back to the history of protests in this country. Instances where we had violence, where instances where they are being propelled by the government. The government is the number one criminals. The government are the ones that propelled violence. During NSAS, Lagos State government had to organize BLT buses for thugs. BLT buses for thugs. There are evidences. We are not law-breaking people.
Yes, we know that the government is used to that. Now they are even using traditional cultural thing, to stop protests. We saw the traditionalists who were on the road walking with their charms. Who has seen that kind of a thing before? Only on that Tinubu government. That traditionalists were walking on the road using their charm, because they want to scare people away. This government can use anything to stay in power. A new Nigeria is possible. A new Nigeria is possible. This is somewhere in a cage. A new Nigeria is possible. And that is what we all stand for. So, guys, it is time for us to take back our country. Like Showore will put it, he says, take back your country. It is time to make those key demands. Those key demands, you have to put them forward. That was what Kenyan youths did. They knew exactly what they wanted.
To the planned national protest tagged End Bad Governance. Anxiety permeates Osogbo, the capital of Osun State, as security operatives move around major streets in the state capital in a show of force. To residents, the back and forth between prospective protesters and security operatives is a cause of concern to them.
In my own area, there's no fear. Everywhere is calm. The only thing I observe is people are started buying food stuff in their houses. So in case of any emergency that will come up, so that they can have something to feed on.
However, to the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps in Osun State, their major concern is the protection of national assets. The state's commandant, Akintayo Adaralewa, who addressed officers and men of the command, urged protesters to refrain from destroying critical national assets.
I want to reiterate that protesters must conduct activities within the bounds of the law. We warn against property destruction, looting, or any form of violence. As anyone caught, we face the full wrath of the law. We urge our officers and men to carry out this all-important national assignment with high level of professionalism, respect fundamental human rights.
He called on youths and other groups that are participating in the protest to respect the rights of non-protesters. Adiola Aderibigbe, AIT News, Osogbo.
What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of? So, guys, you can see that across Nigeria, it's happening in the south, it's happening in the north. Nigerians have come out. Enough is enough. Enough of mortgaging the future of Nigerian youths. Enough of borrowing the money that our future generations are yet to pay. Enough of the borrowing. This government lacks creativity. Nobody's thinking. All they know is to be borrowing money everywhere, no matter the condition for the borrowing. Even if the condition is very bad, they will still take that money. They will still collect. Even recently, Tinubu still received a loan from World Bank, despite the lamentation, even as this protest was approaching. They still collected. When you ask them, what are all the money being used for? You need to go and see how much this government has borrowed in less than 2 years, both internally and externally. Go and see how much they've borrowed, and it's not translating in the lives of the people. Nigerians are not seeing the effect of the borrowing. They are not seeing the outcome. They don't know where the money is going to. All the things that the mess that Buhari left on ground, none of them has been cleaned. Look at corruption. A minister can just be told to, to refund money, billions. Why do they allow all those openings to exist, where people can just be transferring money to their own private account? And tomorrow, EFCC will tell us they are working. Why not block all those leakages? Why not block the leakages so that Nigerians will have, at least will have some balance for them to build good schools for us,
national protest,
build good roads for us, for them to be able to attend to education, send all our youths who are out of school, go to the north. You have a large number of out of school children. Nobody's working towards that, making sure you empower these children. And tomorrow they will tell us they are fighting terrorism, they are fighting banditry. You can't fight those things without addressing these out of school children, because they are already a gunpowder that Nigeria is sitting on. Tomorrow they will just keep tormenting the state. They will still torment the country called Nigeria. If we don't empower these children, if we don't make sure education is for everybody in Nigeria, so these are some of the things Peter Obi do come out to say, because the prosperity of a country is measured by, the quality of life of your citizens. That is what that's how they measure all these things. But when you come to Nigeria, where we have out of school children, even currently, many people are dropping out of the university because they can't afford school fees. They can't afford what it takes to be in the uni. People are coming out to lament on how this government has been increasing school fees, making life tough. You know what it means now to have like 1 or 2 children in the university, even in secondary school. You know what it takes. People are dropping out of school because they can't continue. The situation on ground is biting. And this government came in, they've been promising us student loan, and the thing is not working because it can't work in a society that is not well organized. A society where a minister will be accused to have transferred billions into her account, and nobody is like trying to block those loopholes. So guys, something is wrong in this country, and we must agree to that something is really wrong in this country. These are some of the things that we're thinking that any government that comes in after Tinubu will want to start to address. But guess what? Because they are beneficiaries of all this, that's why none of these challenges are being addressed. Look at the oil theft. Till today, we have problem of oil theft. Why has Tinubu not gone after those who are stealing the Nigerian people's future? Why has Tinubu not gone after them? Those who are stealing the future of Nigerians, those who have decided that they must keep, stealing our oil. We have been producing oil for a very long time, yet no development. Look at our roads are in bad shapes. Our federal universities are in bad shapes. Everything, nothing is working. Insecurity, our borders are open. Nobody wants to control those who are coming in and who are going out. Nobody wants to, it kind of go to the forest to bring out all these bandits who are hiding there, who are displacing communities. Have you considered how many IDP camps we have in Nigeria? Have you considered that many IDPs in Nigeria, because we have poor leadership? We have poor leadership. Nobody wants to salvage the situation that Buhari left on ground. They came in, they told us they are going to start where Buhari stopped from, and that is exactly what we are seeing. That's what we are seeing under the leadership of Tinubu, that Nigerians are determined to take back their country. Nigerians want to take back their country. Enough is enough. People have really tolerated these our leaders. We know we have gold in Nigeria, apart from the oil we have. Guess who are the ones mining the gold? We've been told politicians are into all this. They use private jets. They have a market called gold market. Is it Nigerian gold market in Dubai, where they land all these things? And nobody is tracking that. These are some of the things that Tinubu immediately came in. Instead of removing fuel subsidy, would have gone hard on those mining our resources, our natural resources, those stealing the oil, those taking away the gold out of Nigeria. You would have gone ahead to stop all those. Before you know it, Nigeria will start having enough and excess money. But now all those loopholes are there, and they are only borrowing. Tomorrow you can see that many Nigerians will just keep paying. Provided you are in Nigeria, any business you are doing, you'll be taxed. They will tax you. You will just be paying unnecessarily without any benefit from the government. You pay tax where you have no good roads. You pay tax where you have no electricity. You pay tax where there are no housing scheme that help people to easily, have affordable houses. You pay tax in a country where you don't have potable water. Do you know the reports coming from the United Nations about Nigeria and good potable water? You will cry, especially in the north. And all these things are there. The government is not even paying attention to all that. They came in, they told us they are renovating their offices, they are buying new SUVs, they are changing tires of SUVs, they are buying yachts, they are buying presidential jets, that the National Assembly has to be renovated. Can you imagine? That's the kind of leaders we have. That's what they came in to do. They came in to just enrich themselves. They came in for themselves. Everything they are doing today is for themselves, not for the people. How can you come into a crumbling economy and you are just interested in renovating your offices, buying new SUVs, changing tires, telling us how much you are budgeting for travel in 2024 without any plans on how to keep the multinational companies back in Nigeria? Today, many of them are exiting. Many of them are leaving Nigeria, because we have poor leaders that don't think. Where is the brain? No thinking. They told us now data we go chop during the election. And that is the outcome when people don't value data. Because if they had looked at some of the data we had, before they came in and the current data we have under this government, I think so many things would have changed. This government would have seen the need to start making changes, making policies. Dangote said his friend took all his money out of Nigeria because of the kind of policies we have. You can't trust the policies in Nigeria. Today is in this direction, tomorrow is in the other direction. And that is why so many businesses are leaving, because they can't predict their future in Nigeria. They can't. Tinubu told us that he's good at getting the best hands. Even if he cannot do it, he can get the best of team to manage the affairs of Nigeria. Since he came into office, Nigerians are still waiting for Team Tinubu to take over the stage. Nigerians are still waiting for Tinubu's team to take over the stage. You can see how they've grounded this country. Nothing is working. I mean, nothing is working. Nothing is working in this country. So, guys, I'm going to stop this live at this point. I really want to appreciate you all for joining. I will still bring you more updates. These are already some of the protests happening. This is in Lagos, where the people were shouting, shouting. The hunger is one. Majority of these people are the Yorubas. Before they say the Igbos came out to protest against them, and they're going to start destroying their businesses. See, everything in this country is all about tribes and religion. You can't express your feelings again in Nigeria if you're an Igbo person. Let's go to that point. I'm happy that these people are not taking anything that has to do with religion in their mind. It's all about being patriotic. Being a Nigerian, they want to base the situation on ground. Hunger everywhere, hunger. Even the protesters, they are hungry too. Hunger doesn't want to know if you are from the north or from the south. No matter where you are from, there is hunger.
Cost of living is too much. The cost of living is too much. You tell us to endure, but you are enjoying. You want us to suffer for you, but you are enjoying. You not show solidarity with us. You not show solidarity with us. We want you to cut the cost of governance. We want you to put money into the economy for this to work. Enough is enough. Everything is too much. People cannot go to their farm in the north and in the middle belt. And that's where our food come from.
They must attend medical checkup in Nigeria. They have the right to invite their doctor from any part of the world within their power. We don't care. So that they can build your hospital standard there. A lot of them build hospital outside. A lot of them, they claim it outside there. We have been developing other countries. It is time that they will assist us to develop our own country. Enough is enough. The game is over.
Kenya is a nice country. We're all still alive. Let's do the right thing. Let's do the right thing. We're hungry. Let's do the right thing. We're hungry. We're dying. What you want here is 8,000 naira. What you want here is we're hungry. We're tired.
So, guys, yes, this is Lekki. Like you can see, people are out on the streets, especially the youth. The young Nigerians who are jobless. Many of them have graduated, no job. Do you know how many number of youth coppers that were, sent forth from the camp this year? How many batches have we had? None of them. Let me just say few of them might be the people that will get job opportunity. Many of them are graduating without hope of, having any better life. So you now ask me if it worth it going to university in Nigeria. Does it worth it? Because so many families, so many parents, why they go to borrow money, sell their land, sell their properties to send their children to school. It's for those children to go and acquire knowledge, come out, get job, and start helping the family. That's how it works in Africa. But today, it's no longer possible. You will graduate and you come out to start riding Okada. You graduate and come out to start parading the streets. You graduate and come out, you won't even know your direction, because you will just be confused. That's the kind of Nigeria we have today. And that is why Nigeria, this protest is for everybody. If you have conscience, if you're a patriotic citizen, this protest is for everybody. Because if you are not fighting for yourself, you are fighting for your siblings. You are fighting for your uncles, your nieces, your brothers, your relatives, your aunts, because those your aunts, they also have children. Your uncles, they have children. Even your friends around you, they have their own family. You are not fighting for yourself alone. You are fighting for the future of other Nigerians. Just like the Kenyan youths came out bravely to protest, and guess what? Ruto had to make U-turn, serious U-turn in so many policies he placed on ground. They made U-turn. But I tell you, today, at least the Kenyan youth made a whole lot of achievements. So many things were turned down by, the government had to make some changes, drastic changes. And now they have fear, the Kenyan government, because the way the Kenyan youths protested, that alone has sent strong signal to the Kenyan government that you don't take your youth for granted. Even when Ruto even brought out the military, apart from the police could not manage the situation, he brought out the military. Still, the youths weren't scared because they needed that change. They didn't want it to happen at their back. They want it to happen now for the future of their children. And that is why we are urging Nigerians that this protest should be peaceful. And let's make our demands and keep demanding until our demands are met, because this country must got to be fixed. Nigeria is such a great country with so much talent that people get jealous of us. When you go to the social media, you will see women from other places. They will tell you that they would like to have a Nigerian man. People talk about Nigerians in so many things, but these are governments. They push people to the wall to the point that so many bad things are being associated with that name, Nigeria. Talk of corruption, look at banditry, kidnapping. Now we see our government officials being accused of transferring money, public men money, into their own private accounts. That's the kind of country we are living in. This country must be fixed. So guys, we must really hail these people who are on the streets. They are dead for you and I. We must really hail them. They are doing a whole lot to make sure Nigeria is working, and we can't but thank them for their good job. I don't know who is writing this. I don't think these are some of the comments that we need now, but I just want to share with you guys that this protest, many Nigerians are happy with what they are seeing. It's yielding a whole good fruit, and know how the government must listen to the demands of the youth. Their demands are genuine. Their demands are genuine. Who own all the aircraft that lift the gold out of Nigeria? That is the question Nigerians should help us to ask the government. I'm just wondering why Tinubu has not cracked down on those who are taking away our resources out of the country. We all know during the time of Buhari was so reluctant to do some of these things, even when list of those sponsoring terrorism was sent to Nigeria. They didn't take action. Even to today, the government of the day has not even told us if they've taken any action against those sponsoring the bad guys in the bush. They've not told us. So that's the kind of government we have. Okay, somebody tweeted and said, politicians in Nigeria, they give you almost 0% of good governance. Every other thing that they do, 99% is just for political reasons. So anything Tinubu is doing now is towards his coming back in 2027. He's taking steps, he's being careful, he doesn't want to annoy these people, he doesn't want to provoke the northerners, he doesn't want to. So some of the things they are supposed to be doing, they can't do it. That's to tell you how rotten the system is in this country. So I don't know who owns the private jet they use in taking away, the gold that belongs to Nigeria. You can imagine how much is gold in the market if this government can just harness that industry. Let it not just be oil, oil, oil. Since agriculture is supposed to be one of the sources of income in this country, but they've used banditry and kidnapping to disrupt that economy. You know, agriculture, go to Netherlands, it's agriculture. They don't even have land though. The majority of their land is water. But the little they have, they make so much that they export out and make billions of dollars. Nigeria has a whole lot of land. I think the land mass of Niger State can be compared with that of the entire Netherlands. But guess what? Nigeria can still not feed itself. Not to talk of now that we have these bad guys in the bushes, you know, who are collecting taxes from farmers, and you have to pay them before you come, and even coming to harvest, you are not sure your life will be saved. And Tinubu is just there sitting. These are some of the things he would have, you know, at least we have not seen one thing that this government has done. One, I don't know if you know any. We've not seen anything this government has done. Nothing. Nothing. See what the Boko Haram did in Borno State. Do you know what they did? Recent, that was yesterday. They blew up somewhere and people, numerous people, were sent to eternity. I mean, yesterday. I don't know. Their intelligence doesn't capture this. It only captured who are the sponsors of the protest. That's when you see DSS will tell you that they found the names of those who are sponsoring this protest. That's where their intelligence gets to. Their intelligence doesn't get to those who are really causing mayhem in Nigeria. It doesn't get to that. Honestly, the situation of things in Nigeria is so rough, you know. The situation of things in Nigeria is rough. And the sad part of it is that our government is not even reacting to that. It's one thing that you have a problem and you are trying to come up with a solution. It's another thing that you have a problem, you don't even know you have that problem. It's as if our politicians don't even know the challenges the masses are going through. Akpabio said, go and protest, we will be home eating. That they will be home enjoying, you know, only the allowances for 1 month. Just newspaper for 1 month is going to cover all the expenses they are going to make, even in 1 month. Just their newspaper allowances. So it's going to take care of whatever. While Nigerians, some of us cannot afford 1 meal. This one is no longer 3 square meal. Nigerians can eat, as in 1 meal, not 3. 3 is much. 1 good meal. Look at in the north, the latest report showing children with kwashiorkor in a country with such landmass, in a country with how many population of 200 million plus, people are going hungry to the point of being malnutrition, suffering from malnutrition. You know, that's the kind of government that we have, the government of Tinubu. They said they are going to hit the ground running. Immediately they came in. We have not seen the ground being heated. And we just hope that this government will come out to tell Nigerians, if they know they are not competent, they should leave the seat so that more competent people can rescue this country. Even those policemen that are coming out to make gragra, most of them cannot even afford traveling to their respective homes and coming back, then having extra change to feed themselves and their families. Do you know their salaries? If they tell you, you will mourn. For security agents that risk their lives. And they are the ones Nigerians are fighting for. They are the ones Nigerians are fighting for. But they will come out now to come and start doing gara-gara. Doing gara-gara. Trying to disrupt the protest, forgetting that the protest is for them. So, end bad government or bad governance is for everyone. Everybody should show solidarity. Join the protest, make your demands, and let's see why the government will not listen to the people. Protest is our constitutional right. It's our constitutional right to make demands. We must ask them questions. We must tell them that enough of their excesses. guys, let's call it a day at this point. Thank you very much for joining. Please, have you subscribed? Have you subscribed to the channel? Please subscribe. There is a little bell close to the subscribe button. Equally click that button, please, so that you get all our updates. Anytime we are live to show you more updates, you are going to get a notification. Please subscribe and give this video a like. That's the only way YouTube can push it out for more people to see. Please subscribe. Let's build a family, let's build a community here. I'll be bringing you more updates as to what is happening in the country. Because this country has got to be fixed. Nigeria must survive. The giant of Africa must become the real giant of Africa. We must lead the way for other African countries to follow. We must lead the way. Nigeria is a great country, multi-talented country. Look at our youths making us proud in sports, in music, in so many areas. Nigeria is known, Nigerian youths are known for their creativity. Just our government is our problem. Corruption in government. That's our biggest challenge. If we can get rid of these politicians, retire them, and bring in competent hands, people that will not want to dupe us, people that will not want to come in and they are just interested about, their own personal interest. Let me quickly look for this article. I wanted to share with you guys, there's this article of Interpol saying that Nigerian money is being flown out every hour of the day, hourly. Nigerians, when I saw this, I was so shocked, I was so shocked that money that is meant for you and I, the politicians are taking it out of the country hourly. I'm just wondering, no doubt all the money they are borrowing, they are not telling us exactly where and where they are putting it. Nobody is being held accountable. Buhari made all such mistakes, and he got away with it, as in nobody queried him. And the same thing again we are seeing under this regime. How can the Nigerian people's money be taken outside this country hourly? Hourly, when people cannot pay school fees. Many parents are withdrawing their children from school because they can't afford to be paying school fees for more than 2-3 children. More than one child, as in if you have 2-3 children in the university, you'll be forced to withdraw one so that you'll be able to, pay at least for one person to finish before you know what to do with the other ones. So it's really, really so appalling seeing the way these our leaders are leading us. I'm trying to see if I can get that headline where it is being stated that Interpol is confirming that Nigerian money is being flown out of the country hourly. Nigerians, this one, I say hourly, every hour. They take your money, the money that they are supposed to use in building good schools for us, good roads for us, make life to work for our young generation, give startups money to start their businesses. Now you may have an idea, but that idea may never come to reality because you have no money. That is the kind of country we are living in. But if it's in the outside world, there are organizations that will be begging you to bring your idea in place so that they can help you develop it and they will support you to bring it to life. But in Nigeria, it can never happen. It can never happen that you have an idea, that idea is going to die in the person. Because we have selfish government officials who are just there for themselves, for their families, they don't care about the plight of ordinary Nigerians. That is what we are seeing. And that is why this protest is necessary. That is why this protest is very, very mandatory for every Nigerian to come and express your dissatisfaction with what is happening in this country. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So, guys, I don't know. I'm having issues trying to share that file with you. I would have loved, because I've seen it, but I would have really loved to share it with you so that you know why this protest is very, very important, especially for the youth. For the youth, your future has been mortgaged, you know, your future has been mortgaged. These are politicians, they don't care. They don't care, provided it suits them and suits their own family, then it doesn't matter again. That's just what they know. That is what they know. So, guys, yeah, I think I'm bringing up the file just to take a little time. This was a headline I saw on one of the Twitter handles that publish stories across Nigeria. So you see, it says just in thousands of dollars of government money being flown out of Nigeria every hour coming from Interpol. So some of these things you might think is a joke. It is nowhere close to a joke. These are the realities we have been living with. And until the youth of Nigeria, Africa is known for its young generation, young population. And when we don't maximize that opportunity that we have, you know, being mostly young people, then these people will just take us for a ride. We have said it that this protest is not meant for any violence. We just want to come out to tell these politicians that enough is enough. So you can see what this headline says here, thousands of dollars, but we don't have good hospitals. All our universities, federal universities, are in dilapidated states. You need to go to places like the UNN, go and see the ceilings are falling off, the buildings are looking as if, you know, somebody recently published police stations in Nigeria. I think it's somewhere in Lagos State also. You need to see where our policemen are being kept. The Nigerian police, their offices, their whatever is it, I don't know what term to use. You need to see the buildings, but see how much is being flown out of Nigeria. Thousands of dollars of government money is flown out of Nigeria every hour from Interpol. Nigerians, this is the reality of being a Nigerian in today's Nigeria, where our politicians have taken over the whole place. They are the ones controlling INEC, controlling the judiciary, controlling everywhere. Even people like Wike have so much power over the judiciary, over even the police. You saw what police did in Rivers State recently. And the Rivers people came out to cry that the police CP in Rivers is working for Wike. Wike, who is just a minister, but he's pulling so much weight in the judiciary, in the police, in the INEC, anywhere. And that's why they tell you that there is no vacancy in Aso Rock come 2027. Have you not heard that statement? There is no vacancy. For those who are thinking they are going to win election, they've already told you there is no vacancy in Aso Rock come 2027. So if you are dreaming of your presidential candidate winning, you are wasting your time, because INEC is in charge and INEC is under them. Judiciary is in charge. Judiciary is under them. Security agents during election are in charge and they are under them. So tell me, even if these reforms are going to take place, I mean the electoral reforms, who is going to carry it out? Who is going to stick to the condition? Who is going to stick to what the law says? Who is going to do all those? We had electoral reform before 2023 election. How did it go? Everything was abandoned and nobody is suffering the consequences of all that. That's the country we live in, the reality of being a Nigerian. So guys, let's call it a day at this point. Please, if you've not subscribed, do me that favor, just that favor. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others. And let's meet again sometimes before the day runs out. I'll still come up to give you people the latest updates on what is happening, you know, across Nigeria, because this protest is everywhere. Even in Rivers State, they are protesting. In Delta State, everywhere, people are protesting because this change we've been looking for must come this time. Thank you all, and let's meet again later. God bless you and bye. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.